we're just 4 miles to the turnoff of Interstate 80 and 84, which of course we will be following Interstate 80 towards Salt Lake City, and then jump on 15. This place would have been really, really nice if the sun was still behind us. But it is what it is. Pretty nice, ain't it? Look at it, look at it. Sorry, Allie. I know you have the copyright on that. Oh, I should have stopped at that rest area there, right? Oh, well. God willing, there will be many more days to come. We're coming up to Interstate 84, which, as many of you know, 84 goes towards, you know, Wyoming, and then Idaho, Utah, Idaho, Oregon, and then Washington. That goes to the northwest. Right here, 84 west. Towards Ogden, Utah. And then we keep going straight, which is kind of southwest towards Salt Lake City. And this is where we back it down. Right, Blue? We back it down here, Blue. We don't look like a horse's patoot. No lady should show her undercarriage. Right? No lady should do that. Most especially Blue. I think this is a man-made lake. Man, they got a lot of snow out here today. YRC. Yellow Roadway Corp, maybe. Barbara Miller. Hello, 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 Barbara Miller. I almost slipped on that one, Barb. Ooh. It wouldn't have been complete. Temperature here is at 33 degrees. I hope you guys can see the lake down there. Let's go, Blue. Local time here is 5:24 p.m. Hoytsville. Now it ain't that pretty. Ain't that just pretty? I suppose we'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching once again. A friendly reminder, today is the day of salvation. You can have salvation right now, but you have to count the cost. Jesus said he will take away the frustrations, he will take away the pains and the punishments of eternal hell. But in order for you to inherit that, you've got to be willing to give up all. Picture this. A little boatload of people went treasure hunting in a deserted island. But when they arrived at the island, many of them found treasures. They had treasures and treasures. They left the island with bags and bags of treasures. When they were in the middle of the ocean, they came up with the very rough seas. They were worried about losing their treasures and other people stealing them. So what they did is they tied those bags of treasures on their bodies. There were many bags tied to their bodies. And those treasures were very heavy. And when the boat sank, guess what? Even the best of swimmers couldn't swim because of the weight of the treasures that they had. So they sunk and drowned. One guy survived, was still swimming to his last ounce of strength. And he looked at everyone that he was with in the boat. They were all gone, perished, and gone, and sunk. And he was still holding on to these bags of treasures. And somebody came and said, "Hey, ahoy there, come over here, swim over here, we'll save you. But you gotta let go of those bags of treasures." So slowly but surely, he started realizing that he wasn't going to be able to make it with those bags of treasures tied around his waist, his ankles, and his legs, and his neck, and all that. So he started cutting them off, and he started swimming. But he still had one big bag that he was holding on to, and it was the heaviest of them all. And you'll never guess what's inside that bag. Inside that bag, the biggest bag he had, and the heaviest bag of treasure bag that he had, inside it was called the treasure of self-righteousness, self-worth, pride, the love of sin. And he didn't want to let go of it. It was his most adored treasure in his possessions. And the more that he swam, the more he was sinking. Finally, he realized that he was not going to make it with those treasures he had. So he let go of that mighty treasures and started swimming. And he was saved, because he had nothing left. He had nothing left. There was nothing else that was holding on to him, making him sink. And that's what Jesus Christ requires of us. We gotta let go of all the treasures that we have in this life. Whether it be pride, self-worth, self-understanding, unbelief, self-righteousness. Did you know that according to the Bible, even to the best of men, the most righteous of men that ever lived, the righteousness is considered as filthy rags? Take the best and kindest, the most sharing person that humanity has to offer, and God considers his righteousness filthy rags. You have to have this righteousness of Jesus Christ to be able to please God. Unless you're willing to let go everything, you cannot enter into the kingdom of God. But the reward is great. Eternal peace, eternal contentment, joy. I mean, we all know the treasures in this life only last for a short season compared to the eternity of time, right? It's just a bucket of the ocean. It's not worth it. But many of us, many of people try to hang on to that treasure. Let it go, man. Let it go. You'll be glad you did. Later.